And I am alive. Sorry to be very, very late to the party, but we are reacting to the Nintendo Direct. Now, the same week where we got that Direct, we did a reaction, but we didn't cover the entire Direct. This means we will cover parts of it today and parts of it probably, most likely, next week as well. And the main reason is, well, time happens and things happens, I should say. So, with that being said, let's react to more of that direct, uh, and we will start where we left off in the last discussion we had about the direct. Let's do this. There we go.
Regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles. It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster.
It's hilarious. It feels like the same product all over again. I guess that was the purpose of calling this thing the Nintendo Switch 2, because it's the same thing. More of what I said in the past. I just repeat myself. If you've seen the first part, the first reaction to the direct, I was saying we are being sold the same trash, but at higher price. I will be honest, I like the Switch. It was a good product, but I expected more from a Switch 2, not just some updates or better graphics. I've never played a Nintendo game for the graphics. It was for the gameplay, for the story. I don't give a crap about how the game looks. I played some of the most ugly game ever, but I still enjoyed my trip. And I think that feeling is something that's shared by a lot of gamers. So again, let's play more of that.
Data reading speeds. Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Of course, because they really want you to spend as much money as your wallet lets you. It's disgusting. And you know the worst in that? I know so many sheeps, they will just buy into it. They just want that new Switch. They just want every single accessory. Guys and girls, use your brain. We have inflation, we have housing crisis. Why do you just waste more money in gaming like that just because there's a new toy in town? I think it's robbery. It's legal, but I mean, they sell the same thing, but with a different name, a different skin. But it's the same product. So again, I used to be a Nintendo fanboy. I'm no longer that.
Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro Controller.
It's the same. Are you kidding me? The sheeps that will buy into, oh, it's the new thing because it's a Switch 2. It's hilarious, guys and girls. It's insulting. Yet people will buy into it. They will waste their hard-earned money for this thing. It's hilarious. It's the same thing. Same design. Same buttons. It's so insulting.
It has a C button, which launches Game Chat. And on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And we hope we can steal more of your money with the same product. It's sickening. Corporation greed. I don't know how to phrase it.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
Well,
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2.
Which is basically more of the same we had with the original Switch, but it looks a bit better. Again, I think the gamers in general, I know I'm not every gamer that exists, but I think most of us gamers, especially if you're my age or a bit older or even a bit younger, I think you don't really give a crap about graphics because we played so many ugly games. We still like these games. So to sell a product based on how it looks, it's just like the other console. It's just like Microsoft. It's just like Sony when they come up with Xbox and PlayStation. And I feel like the market for PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo, PlayStation and Xbox, it's pretty much the same. But Nintendo, I always felt like they were different. Not anymore. Because now they are just selling the same thing as the others. Look at these pretty things. Multiplayer. Sure, they still have a really bad network, but they still want to sell the multiplayer. That's hilarious.
The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more.
Again, it's more of the same. If all you have to offer is better graphics, folks, why do you call it Switch 2? Call it Switch Lite or Switch Advance, but it's insulting to the buyer if you pretend this is a new thing. So far, they only speak about upgrades. It doesn't really feel at all like a new console, a new thing I should purchase. And I used to be a huge Nintendo fanboy. Most of my favorite game of all time were Nintendo. I think Nintendo used to be great. But this Direct just shows me they are no better than the competition. And it's disgusting. It's sickening.
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2.
It will be prettier, but it will be the same game. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory.
It looks like the Kinect 20 years too late. This is laughable. It's not Nintendo anymore. It's corporate greed. I hate Switch 2. This Direct it feels like a parody. It feels like, let's laugh at the consumer. Let's laugh at what Nintendo used to be.
all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you
What's the point of that, folks? I want to party. I don't want to see myself. I can look at the mirror. I don't need to waste $500 to watch myself. I can use a mirror. Simple like that. It's hilarious.
can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online.
With the Bad Network, sure.
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins.
It's so weird. It's so weird. No. It's not Mario Party. It's so weird. I don't know.
Ride an RC car with your voice. Go.
That's
And compete in other mini
That's
games
strange.
using full body movement and sound.
oh my.
Finally,
That's
take a
with
ride on the
Nintendo
mouse-controlled
Wii.
carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off.
Go!
Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When you enter a pipe, a mini game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls,
I will admit. I will give credit where credit is due. The fact that now it's more like the Wii, but with the Switch, it's a small change, and it feels like more than just an upgrade because it's. I admit it, it's a bit different, but overall, the Switch 2 is more of the same. It's more of the same, and this commercial for the updated Mario Party is cringe. It's the same game, but now you can see yourself in it. It's hilarious. I'm telling you, it's hilarious. That thing is hilarious.
and Rumble. The biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
It's funny. They tell you purchase it, so it's not even free to upgrade the game. Hilarious. Everything to get your money, your hard-earned money. This is greed. This is greed. They know they will make the buck out of people that just blindly support Nintendo. And they will get away with it. It's insulting.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience
I
where
don't.
you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Oh, Zelda. Cool.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the
Oh,
Wild
it's the
and The Legend
Nintendo
of Zelda
Switch 2
Tears of the
edition.
Kingdom
More bucks to
feature
take.
enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
And again, I will at least speak for myself. I don't give a crap about graphics. I played the ugliest games ever and I enjoyed my trip. But I guess modern gamer are different than me. I don't know.
Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
That's interesting. It's like using a GPS in a game. Wow. Oh, immersive. No, to be honest, it's kind of okay. Not that much to say there. Maybe we will have a dragon showing up. Maybe it will show up. Maybe we will have a dragon. But now let's play more of that.
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
Oh, the dragon is there. Let's introduce the dragon.
You
Hey there.
caught me. You really caught me. You should I'll be doing Death and doing Doom at Arcade. I can do both. I just gotta mute this on this end because Nintendo will strike. They are fucking assholes. But I'm here though. So
How are you today?
oh, I am good. I am just starting Doom at Dark Ages. It probably is. It's what you think it is. It's not as good as Expedition 33, but Doom is Doom at the end of the day.
So, do you screen share the direct? Do you remember that direct?
I could probably find it. Because I remember I couldn't download it.
Oh, you're right.
You remember? We couldn't
Oh,
download
yeah.
it. We
Yeah,
couldn't
you're
download
right.
it.
You're right. So we will play it from there. But now
Play it from there because remember they blocked the initial. So
Yeah. I will tell you this. I've seen Mario Party. That was a cringe fest. Now apparently you can see yourself. And
what are you talking about? You're talking about the Nintendo, like they finally caught up to the
Kinect.
Sorry, brain farting in the moment. No, they finally caught up to like the realm of the 20 years. Like, what's funny about a lot of the components, right? They are basically 1080p, right? They're
Yeah.
even 1080p. Like the special camera actually is not even that. Like the camera that they advertised for like this pardon, yeah, blanket. It's the spitting fire plant. It's like a 480 camera.
Yeah.
It's,
But I will ask you this.
mhm.
I said I spoke for myself and probably a lot of gamers my age, but
Yeah.
I don't give a crap about graphics. I can play the ugliest game ever and still enjoy it if the gameplay is fun. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts on
I'm
the
not
world
exactly
of
a graphic fidelity whore myself, but it's like I'm playing Doom the Dark Ages right now as an example. But this is like a game that, let's just say you have to have a certain, like Unreal 5 as an example, I hate it as a thing because largely it's a lot of people don't know how to, like, if you don't know how to code Unreal 5, like Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is an example. Like, we have a lot of technology, right, to make games look good.
Yeah.
But it's done in Unreal 5, but it's also being done by an art team that used
Yeah.
to work at Ubisoft that understands how to do people. But they're
Yeah.
still working within the realm of Unreal 5, so they still look feminine, they look that. But the environments are still good. But like when it comes to a certain game, like if it's a more of a movie game, you're going to want it to be very good. But it's also, what is the scope and scale of the game? If it's just like Mario Party or something like that, like, you don't care about that.
That's
Like,
true.
Nintendo games are not the most advanced in the world. But, by all means, let's take a look at a Fallout title. Creation Engine isn't the most beautiful engine, but it is how it works.
Let's play more of the direct now.
We hope these features will make your
Oh, you're
adventures
not
even
to
more
the
enjoyable.
Twilight Tears of the Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 yet. They announced that's going to be the big release.
Wow. Okay.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
So that's the open world Kirby, and for the first time, I wasn't hyped for a Kirby game. And I used to like the Kirby's in the Nintendo 64, and I've liked the Kirby Racer, or I can't remember, I think that was Air Ride. I'm a big Kirby guy.
You're talking
and
about the Star Rider game, right?
yeah.
It's not that bad. Like, the thing about Kirby is, like, okay, take, like, certain worlds that are open world. They're not always terrible. It's like Doom the Dark Ages has an open world to it, but it has it's still arenas. Well, like, having a 3D environment, because I'm assuming you hated Mario 64 when it came out, too.
Not really. I liked it. That was one of my game in my childhood. That was right down my alley. That was my age.
Does that
I
make sense?
started hating open world much later in life.
See, it depends on open world. False open worlds, I don't particularly care for.
Like, Assassin's Creed, the first one was fun, but then the second one came in and you're like, oh, it's more of the same. And the rest came in, no thanks.
Okay, most Assassin's Creeds are false open worlds. They're not like... It's kind of like even... Look, Doom the Dark Ages here, right? What arenas look like they're open, they're not entirely open. I can tell you this right now. You act like they're open, but hey, look, I'm already finding the edge of the map that is... you're not meant to go, so...
That's fun.
But other than that, that's why I said, like, with like the Kirby game, right? Like, Donkey Kong looks pretty well, but it also looks like a downgrade, basically, from the previous. Like this.
Now you wear pants.
Well, no, they can't even do Diddy Kong. Come on, but it's not like they have done it.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Big game everyone's been looking for a while.
I was, until I realized how money greedy Nintendo is. Like,
Metroid Prime 4 has been one of those games, like, I think it's interesting, like, we've known about it, but it's supposed to complete the final game, so to speak.
Yeah. But again, I was very hyped. I wanted to play this. I was like, I will get the Switch 2 if it comes out on the Switch 2 just to play it. But I after seeing that direct about the Switch 2, I think it's robbery. I don't want to support that shit. Maybe I will play the game eventually, like 10 years from now when everything is in discount. But like, I don't want to be robbed. I'm a big Metroid guy. That's the worst in that.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2. Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in Full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle.
Is it all we get
Plus-
from? Yeah. So we got 30 seconds of freaking Metroid Prime Beyond. It's hilarious. People have been waiting for years for this. And this is what we get. We get 30 seconds of gameplay. Are you kidding me? Do you insult the viewer? What is going on there? I ate this crap. Any thoughts on that? Like, the game has been announced like 10 years ago and we get 30 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. Metroid Prime 4 has been kind of that game that's, as I say, it's been in the works for a while. So you have to understand, like, for it to be, the problem with a lot of the bigger Nintendo titles is, like, the Switch is supposed to be 60 to 120 because it is supposed to be a successor to the last one. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a terrible game, but, like, it depends on how long it's been in development, because this is coming on the heels of, what is it? GTA 6 just got delayed. Probably to the dismay and good cheers of a lot of people, because no game wants to release with that game on the horizon. Because any game, no matter what, no matter how bad GTA 6 is, no one wants to be around it. But that game has been in development for 8 to 10 years. At least as early as 14. But we know they've been working on it since 16. Now, Metroid Prime might be in that same boat.
I think it's longer than that, because the last Prime we had was 2007, so I wouldn't be surprised if we had an announcement for.
If it was
Prime
off
4.
and on developer hell, maybe so.
I wouldn't be surprised if the first look were like 2012 or 2015.
You could probably go back and dig up when they started talk and rumor of Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah. So let's hear about Pokemon, because we always need Pokemon games.
Oh
right?
god, don't even do that.
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well.
Wow.
By taking
More money
advantage of the
wasted.
power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
I think it's hilarious that you own a game, but to play the upgraded version, you need to purchase the upgraded version. It's more a way of stealing money.
To be honest, that's the problem with the Switch. Like, okay, legitly, right? Switch, no one's complained that the game. It's the issue, right? Is the Japanese with this? They're like, it's not that Nintendo's gotten greedy, as we already know they are.
I used to defend them so much, but now I'm done.
The problem with them is, like, they monetize a lot of stuff.
It's sickening.
It's bad. The thing with this, and what's turning out to be weird with the whole Switch 2, I'm not saying drama, like they're saying, okay, hardware, sure. This is a game company that they're promised, but I mean, saying, let's assume they break like the 60 FPS curse on console, sure. Who knows? But the problem is, like, you can't just say, like, oh, if you're going to get the upgrade, pay more. But the big problem, like, especially, what's going to be funny is the whole issue with Pokemon. Pokemon's starting to suffer from a weird age thing. Like, invisible enemies. It's starting to suffer. Like, the problem is, what if it happens if they limit the Pokedex again? Like, Jesus. Because they can't even fit in the full Pokedex anymore.
That's funny.
We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a look.
That game looks terrible. What is this? Who asked for this crap?
That's the famous accessibility game. Like,
Wow.
because here's the thing about the Joy-Con controllers, the new ones, they're supposed to actually be like mice. But the big thing about Nintendo's appeal is the fact they have accessibility and it's good for children. So, like, you don't have to play with it as a mouse or like the wheelchair thing, but it's like they are very cheap on. They're fine with like the accessibility. That's been their big deals for a while. Now, it looks weird to a person who doesn't care, but it's just meant to be the feature that you can use it as a mouse.
Wow.
Now, it's a weird product to show like a handicapped person. I mean, that's like saying the famous D&D combat wheelchair. Why do you have to play as a paralyzed person? But hey, there's some people do it.
DI. Ready? No, I'm not ready for this crap. It looks so boring. Wow. That game looks so bad. Why are people wasting money to make it? Wow. Look at that. He jumps with that wheelchair. Look at that.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls. Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I have long observed.
So what's that? Final Fantasy or what's that?
No, this might either be Night Rain. This is either Night Rain, or they're actually going to bring Elden Ring over. But I suspect this is Night Rain. Night Rain is supposed to be, I think it's called Night Rain. But it's the Elden Ring multiplayer where you have a select class. But it's like in the vein of... So they got a hold of 2 Elden Ring. Well, technically, Friend Software either gave them access to release it on the Switch 2, or this is the one that is the multiplayer one that's up to 4 players with class designs and like timed arenas and such. We don't know much about it, but I've seen it in there. But then again,
Okay.
I'm not exactly the biggest Elden Ring person, but I've heard it's not the worst. But they also actually got a hold of Bloodborne 2, as we call it, which is Duskborn. Which is funny considering they can't re-release Bloodborne. because, well, long suspected theory is they lost the source code. But
That's funny.
they got a game that is very similar. It's also being done from FromSoft. That is an exclusive that is called Duskborn. So this is either, as I said, is the Night Rain one, which is just multiplayer Elden Ring. But again, it's weird. The problem with the Switch 2 is, can the hardware handle it? So the problem is it's still a lithium battery. How long does it exist without a charger? So
2 hours.
The lands between.
Let's see what's that game about.
This world is in dire need of repair.
Elden Ring. Okay.
You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden.
Okay. I heard a lot about Elden Ring. I didn't play, and I have no interest whatsoever, but I know it's a good game based on what I heard.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games, here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time.
Did you play the first Hades?
Not my kind of game, but it doesn't suck. Hades 2 has been in beta for a while. Like, it's a good... Okay, Switch is good for the platformers and good for that. But Hades himself, Hades is a good game. It's just not exactly my cup of tea.
Okay.
Like, I know people who like it, I've watched people, but I'm like, yeah. But it is good. Hades 2 has the only controversy over it is the art style, but other than that, it's Hades. I mean, it's just, I'm weird about games like I like, but I recognize a good game when I see it.
Battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the
It's
earth.
a roguelike
Getting to know
with
dozens of characters from Greek myth
difficulty.
in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルはストリートファイター6。
Is it Tekken? What's that game we will talk about now?
It should say what it is.
Okay.
The problem is, no, that's Street Fighter 6. So that probably means they're going to get stuff. You'll see it because a lot of the Japanese, when they come over, they don't speak English. It's like the same with like the Chinese developers who did Black Myth Wukong. Not a lot of them know it. Like the Japanese, you'll see they come over a lot. Some will speak barely enough English to get by at the Game Awards. But a lot of the thing with the Switch 2 is they're setting it up like the Switch 1 to be a multi thing. Like, that's like Tekken, King of Fighters. Like, but then again, there's a difference in third-party game.
です。本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。
Again,
ソフトは通常版の
Nintendo
他に
sucks
総
with
勢
the
26
online
キャラクターを
platform.
収録した Years 1-2 ファイターズエディションの2バージョンを、さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with Spine.
So that's Make a Suit game now. Interesting. There's a lot of new games. I will give them credit where credit is due. Do you want to try that new game, that Street Fighter we had a preview of?
I'm not a Street Fighter fan. I mean, fighting games have not been my... Like, they do have a mecha game coming out that looks okay. Like, there's some, but like my game genre I play, like, I just don't think of Nintendo as the fighting game platform.
Outside of Super Smash Bros., I don't think they have much.
No, it's like
to offer
a
in that
party,
department.
but like you could do it. But it's like, but then again, like Street Fighter is not my kind of a game. Like, I stick with FPSs and ARPGs. Like, I'm an RPG.
Commencing launch.
But this game
After
is
2
really
long wars
good.
where
though.
our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome!
This planet will be ours.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you.
I'll tear you apart!
All children, bring hope to our lives.
Demon X Machina. Interesting. So is that your kind of game, this one?
That one's closer. Demon X Machina?
Yeah.
That is actually, it looks really good. Unfortunately, it's probably going to go to Switch first. But some stuff is not cross-released. That's more of my style of a game. But it's going to be, that game is getting at least good looks and reviews. So it might be coming to Switch first, but it will make its way to other platforms.
Lives, don't they?
Hey, this is Joseph Fares from Hazelight. I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this, if you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
At EA Sports.
More sports game. That's hilarious. F sports game, they suck. I don't know why would people purchase them. Sorry, sports game fan. Any thoughts on atrocious and disgusting sports game?
Look, sports games, look, Nintendo and Wii U was very good with them. The thing is, like, Split Fiction, surprisingly is really good. Sports games may not be your cup of tea, but they are largely successful. So
I would be ashamed if I purchased these.
Really?
We're bringing fans together across the world, both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
It's kind of funny they get that game like 2 years too late. I think it's 2 years. When did Hogwarts Legacy came out?
I don't... A year?
That's 2 years at least. Probably 3, actually.
See, I know, like, what is it? Nah, 2023, actually. Yeah, it's about...
I was close. I
think about... Yeah, it was about 2 years, but, like, it's not a bad game, though.
Yeah, it's not a bad game. It's just way too late. Like, didn't they get already the game on Switch? Like, why waiting until the Switch 2 to get the game? I mean, the game sold well. And based on what I heard, I was almost tempted to purchase it.
It's not a bad game, surprisingly. It's just weird. again, it's too closed loop for me.
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is on a game, it's like you need replayability.
I agree with that. That's why I play a lot of older game all the time.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on? Son of a...
Oh yes, this is a good one though. This game. Prototype Pro Skaters will be released, but there was a controversy. Would you have BAM?
And now we got a new Tony Hawk. I thought that franchise died. It's
No, there are a
surprising
lot of
it's
them that are
back.
re-releasing it. That's what they're doing. I mean,
Okay.
Tony.
I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but it exists. It exists. That's a game. Pro Skater. So I guess they will sell copies.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo
That's
Switch 2.
actually a game that I want to play. I like that kind of game. It's like shooter or like Ghost style. Like it's like Splinter Cell. I like Splinter Cell. That looks fun. I won't lie.
Best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Oh, okay. James Bond. I like that.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play.
That's not my cup of tea. Any thoughts on that?
Not Brave Default. Brave Default is a JRPG. Well, which is really closer, but... And then, I mean, hey, it's a JRPG genre. That's what that Brave Default is. So have fun. You're not going to exactly like it, but it's meant for Nintendo. It's meant there. It's their bread and butter. It's kind of like Expedition 33. Surprisingly, the only region it's not doing well in is in Japan.
Wow, that's surprising. Okay, let's play more of that now.
Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。我々がお送りするタイトルは龍が如くゼロ。
Yakuza 0. That sounds fun.
That's actually a good game. The remaster, yes. It wouldn't be the first time. Yakuza 0 is... It's been around a while, but it is still a niche franchise. Yeah, but it wouldn't be the first time they've remastered it.
Okay, very interesting.
使いの場所、ディレクターズカットです。1988年、東京と大阪、2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地をめぐる争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
So, do you remember which one is coming at us now?
It might be Duskborn.
Interesting. Okay, I heard about that.
Duskbloods is what it's called. It is a weird one, if that's the one that I'm thinking there about the show. Duskbloods is Bloodborne 2 by all metrics.
Okay.
And people have been asking for it. I could be wrong. There's several.
AAA games to do.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heaven,
Zelda. Oh.
No,
joined
this is Twilight
aliens
King.
who dwelled on.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So, time travel is now part of Zelda. Wow.
This is either Tears of the Kingdom 2
Then
or this is Breath of
That
the
must
Wild.
mean this really is the past.
One of the two.
That looks flashy for sure. Monster battle in Zelda. Wow. And once that trailer preview is over, oh, Hyrule Warriors. And this marks the end of this current stream. That was planned to be shorter than usual. Next week, probably Monday, if you're available, the Dragon, we will around same time as right now.
So I
finish
think
this.
a lot of the other is the thing. What gets a lot of people with it's not that technically all they had to do was quite literally just do well. It's like the thing on the hardware is what I want to say fucked them over in a way. Well, you gotta understand half of it. A lot of the it's not that the Switch isn't without its good things. It's just weird in the marketing and the pricing.
That's true.
They
The
are
pricing scare me
it's
away.
still I mean, love or hate a certain game, but GTA, GTA 5, they made how much money on GTA? You're telling me Switch is the same way. I think of how much on Switch they made. You can just but the promise is the platform, right? The more insidious part is the stuff that's come out about what is inside the Switch 2. They have all but said that they are they can lock you out of your hardware. They have so much of it paid wall. The chat thing is paid wall.
Everything Nintendo is now is paywall because they're greedy. I hate Nintendo now. I used to be the biggest defender of Nintendo.
You're shocked that Nintendo is shocked that they are greedy?
Well, I was blindsided, I guess, before, but now
No, the
I'm
problem
no longer.
is problem with a lot of companies, right? No one really says they are just been that way. It's like a lot of Pokemon games. The Pokemon games, they've been roughly the same game for a while. They're like, oh, but we can't do another codex. Like, every time they try to update the Pokedex, they always seem to limit the scope of the game. So it's like, okay.
With that being said, what do you have going on your end of the internet?
Currently, I'm streaming Doom the Dark Ages currently being done, and that's my only thing. I still have Diablo 4 I'm working through. And you never know. I'm like waiting on Mandalore to get better to actually do stuff, but he's
Things are crap in Canada, so I feel like
no, he's been having severe medical issues.
Yeah. Anyhow, in my end of the internet, next Monday we finish that Nintendo Direct reaction. We finish it Monday. Tuesday we talk about movies, and Wednesday, if you want, D-Lord, we will most likely react to the Superman trailer because it was a new Superman trailer. I didn't see it. Maybe I will see it by accident.
I've heard it. I don't look. Like, honestly, look, the issue with James Gunn's Superman is an entirely set. It doesn't bother me. Like, there's a whole thing of I don't mind. It's like what's his name? It's like
Corin Sweat. But it's the
fits
most
role.
freaky-
He fits it. It's gonna be
D-Lord. It's the most comic book accurate depiction we had, at least for the visual. Like it's page by page, just like the comics.
Don't tell
ahead.
me you say that, but like don't.
I've read All-Star. Did you read All-Star?
Yeah, All-Star is kind of a callback.
Did you read
classic.
it? That's the question, D-Lord. Did you read
a long
it?
time ago, but no. See, let me ask. Okay, what is your version of Superman? Undies over, or okay, red undies over, or the other one?
I read too many Superman comics. I don't.
Classic Superman, right, is kind of like you think red, like the quote unquote red undies or whatever. Like All-Star Superman is good because it has that period and depends what he's basing it on. The issue with Gunn's like Superman is not as much as it's kind of like it's basically kaiju. And I'm like, okay, the thing is you got to figure it. If it is All-Star Superman has a start and a finish with a potential like whatever spoiler for a future. Like I have not been thrilled about the Gods and Monsters route that he went. So
Perfect. We will be talking about that next Wednesday. With this, we are out for today. And if you watch the playback, there are timestamps everywhere. See you next time.